Hello, I am Joseph King Atiyia. I'm super excited to be here once again. I was speaking about relationship for single people, single men and single women. Of course, my focus is mainly with guys, but if you're a woman, it's also interesting to see what you should know about real men, about great men, so that you don't mess up and marry what they call themselves men, but I call them boys who can shave. All right, so today I want to focus on 20 types of people you should not marry. 20 types of people you should not marry. Now, if you've already married this kind of person, send us an email. We have ways that we can discuss things and better things. We have online sessions, consultations, and books and things like that. But if you are single, shout loud. Thank you, God. I get to hear this. All right, this is experience. This is real teachings, and I've seen how these kind of things has really transformed a lot of people. All right, so number one, don't marry. By the way, things that I teach, I'm not a person that I come and force people to believe what I'm saying, because I know it's practical. I've lived it and I've seen experiences of these things. So I always say, take or leave it, but time will tell. All right. All right. So, number one, these are 20 types of people you should not marry. The first one, don't marry someone who feels he's doing you a favor to marry them. All right. Don't marry someone who feels that he's doing you a favor to marry you. Don't. don't. Don't make that mistake. Do you really want me to explain this? All right. Number two, don't marry someone who's not teachable. Don't marry someone who's not teachable. In other words, someone who's prideful, someone who there's nothing else you can tell him, teach him, explain. What he said is what it is. You cannot change it. Things must go his way. Sometimes it's so painful to see a lot of our young ladies growing up with parents, fathers who are like that. And then when they marry, they create a wall against that kind of attitude. But my point is you don't marry a man or a woman who's not teachable. Such people are very dangerous. They want things to always go their way. Don't marry such a person. And when I said don't marry such a person, that I'm telling you, these are like red flags to either work around or be careful, because I don't want you to mess up your life in terms of marriage. All right. Number three, don't marry a mommy's boy. All right. Don't marry a mommy's boy. You know what? There's different kinds of mommy boys. There's different layers and dynamics of mommy boys. And I'm not here for that really. But what I'm saying is, I'll give an example. A man who always has to include his mama to take decisions, or it feels like you, you and the man, well, why am I calling him a man? But anyway, you and the guy, you are being controlled, governed, following the rules of the mom, the boy's mom. All right, don't marry a mom's boy. A man should take decisions on his own. And there's different examples and the different things I can say there, but all I'm saying is don't marry. If you sense he's a mommy's boy, do not marry him. It's not by mistake the Bible says a man will leave his family. I don't want to teach much on that, but I'm just telling you, watch the patterns and watch the signs. All right. Number four, don't marry someone who cannot forgive. Now, it might sound like, nah, what are you saying? I'm in love with this. You are not perfect yourself, and you're not going to marry someone who's perfect. So there'll be a lot of problems in between. There'll be a lot of things that will clash. Uh, Forgiveness is a lifestyle. All right. Forgiveness need to be part of the relationship. And when you forgive, try to forget. Now, you're not God. I hear people, I'm not God. I can't forget. I can't forget. Understand, nobody's God, but we have a spirit of God, and we can make it possible when we think about whatever the person did, not to have a negative instant impact on us. Does that make sense? So you remember, but then you're like, no, I also make mistakes. I've already forgiven, give him another chance. All right. So don't marry someone who does not forgive, someone who struggles in forgiving, someone who's going to remind you that, hey, you did this to me in 1972. And now in 2026, you did this to me on the 7th of July, 6030. Don't do that. All right. That's a sign to be cautious of. Number 5, don't marry someone who's not driven. This is mainly for guys. A man who has no sense of vision, sense of direction, a man who just lives just to live. Be careful with such men. Don't marry that. And when I say don't marry, like I said in the beginning, it's something to work on, something to really find out why, and trying to understand. And if you see it's still not working, do not force it. Leave the guy. Number 6, don't marry someone who is a people pleaser. This is dangerous. Someone who pleases people all the time. It cannot do things by himself. He follows people. My friends say this. My family say this. Now, this is kind of like a mommy's boy Pro Max version, if you understand that. So he does not just follow his mama, but he follows even extended family, his whole neighborhood. Oh, people tell me my wife was doing this. My wife will, don't marry that. You need to work on that. Do not marry someone who has not dealt with his past. That means who's not healed from his personal trauma, insecurities and things of the past, basically. Because that person has a lot of chances to bring all those things on you. All right. And that's not fair. So you want to deal with that when you notice that. All right. So don't marry someone who want to marry just because he or she is getting older. Oh, I see this all the time. People rush into marriage because he's getting older or she's getting older. Uh, don't do that. Another one is because don't marry someone that you don't understand his background, his cultural differences, especially if it's from a different country or different culture. Make sure you understand how they operate in terms of their culture, because like the language, the food, all these kind of things. Ask questions. Make sure you understand the differences, the background, because we could all be from the same country, but we come from different sites, different parts of the country, different cultures and backgrounds. So make sure you understand these things. Don't rush to marry someone that you don't understand the culture, the family background, the belief systems, the value. Don't do that. All right. Next one is don't marry someone who does not consider or value you, especially in public. Don't do that. Someone who does not value you, someone that don't consider you, don't marry that person. You're not doing yourself a favor. All right. The next one is this: don't marry someone who does not believe in your vision and dreams. See, a person who does not believe in your vision and dream will not support you because he doesn't see it. She doesn't see it. So don't marry a woman who does not see your dreams, who does not believe in you, because you will have a person in your life, in your house every day who will just bring you down. By the way, the person that does not see your vision, that does not believe in you, will not stand and support you. It's not going to work. You'll be drained and you'll be dragging the person to understand you. It's not a good thing. All right. Next, don't marry someone you have to force things to work out. Do not marry someone that you have to constantly force them to do something. It does not even make sense. All right. Remember in the beginning, I said that don't marry someone that thinks he's doing you a favor. Don't do that. All right. Next, don't marry someone just because you love them. you love him or love her. This is a very common one. You know, I wish you understand this. Love alone does not guarantee a successful marriage or a successful relationship. Think of it this way. People were people who are divorced. They will once say they love their partner. All right. So love alone does not make marriage or a good relationship go forward. No, there's more than love. All right. And if I have to go much further, a lot of people don't even understand how love works because we can only give what we have. If you come from a broken family background, you will struggle even to love. All right. And everybody have their way of loving. And sometimes in the couple, you need to find out, how do you feel loved? How can I love you? What is love for you? You know. But anyway, don't just marry someone because you love the person. All right. Life has a lot of reality. Maybe you love her body shape. All right. You want to marry her just because of her body shape. Well, what happens if, like, just 2 days after your wedding, she gets involved in a car crash and she's on wheelchair? What happens to your love? You see, things change. All right. So love alone, I'm not saying don't marry if you don't love. Love alone is not enough. There's a lot more things that goes with love, wisdom, maturity, and a lot more. Next, don't marry someone just because you have a child with him or her. Don't do that. If you don't feel it, if it did not work, don't go and drag something just because of the idea you want the child to have both parents on the same in the same house. Don't do that. Just don't. You will suffer and it's not going to be good for you. All right. Next one is, don't marry someone who's not ready to genuinely accept your present situation and to get into your vision. All right, ready to build with you. Um, I see this a lot with ladies. Someone can genuinely come to you and say, "Hey, I really love you. I really want to build my life with you." But you look at the guy present situation like, nah. And then you hear some people say, "He's not my type." And then later on, when reality kicks in, you understand that the one that was not your type has now built a very stable life and family with someone else. See, what I'm trying to say is this. I'm not telling you to marry someone that you don't like, someone that you're not attracted to. That's not what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying, not what you think I'm saying. What I'm saying is this. You need to become more mature to understand that people's seasons do change in life. And what really matters, it's not the actual season, what season the guy is in, but rather, does he have a vision? Is he a hard worker? What's a character like? All right, because life changes, things change all the time. All right, so don't marry someone who's not genuinely ready and accept you when you're broke, you know, but you have a vision, you're trying to build something. All right. Don't marry an immature woman or man. Someone who's not mature, don't marry that. You'll struggle. And it takes long for some people to change. All right. Don't marry someone who's not responsible. In other words, someone who's lazy. Dude, I met people who are super lazy. If laziness was like an award or a competition or something, they'll be like the man, right? People who have bigger dreams, but they don't want to start small. They always tell you how big the dreams are, but they're not ready to start little. All right. Even God says, if you are faithful with the little, I'll give you more. All right. So don't marry a lazy, irresponsible man. You will have to become the man and the woman at the same time. And if it's on the woman's side, You will come home and you'll see things not done or businesses not done, whatever it is. All right. Remember, it's teamwork. So y'all need to have almost the same energy or at least the same maturity and understanding of things, vision, and what you're trying to build together. And finally, don't marry someone you don't have the same spiritual beliefs with. Um, I don't know why people have this conception that I'm going to change this guy once we married. You are not God. You are not God. You don't change people. It may take you 5 years, 10 years of pain, stress, depression before the person changes, and that if he will change. So there are things you can just avoid when you can by not marrying them. Now, these things I want to close up now. All these things I'm telling you is just for you to understand that when you see some of these red flags, you need to work on them. And if they are continuous, they're not changing, please don't marry them. Don't build life with someone who's not interested, with someone who's not ready to change all these things. All right. A lot of women lost good partners because of the simple phrase, he's not my type. Years later, you find yourself, the ones that you thought were your type, they used you, they abused you, they messed up with your heart, they messed up with your life, your money, your energy, everything. And now it's too late. So, great woman, be wise. Great man, be wise. I love you so much. Write us on email and reach us to us. We have more materials for these kind of teachings, books, and sessions online and things like that. You're a great man. I believe in you. You're a great woman. I believe in you.